What's been your most asked question today?
Most asked question today, I guess people have been interested in de-risking the process. So finding out from us and asking us about how they might de-risk the process of purchase, especially if they've got a property they want to do works to. How do we get some surety that we're going to be able to do this before we sink €200,000 into this, drill down and nail conditional clauses in contracts and things like that.
What would your top tip be for visitors to the exhibition today?
I'd just talk to everyone. I think talking, I've been saying to a lot of people, it's good to talk. And you just never know what piece of information you're going to, by talking to everyone at the show, even if you don't think that they're useful to you on your journey to purchase, people know people, and I think, it's just talk to as many folks as you can.
That's very true.
Just gain as much information as you can before making the decisions.
What's your favourite thing about France?
My favourite thing about France, where I live, is the space. I lived in a semi-detached house in a town in Oxfordshire in the UK. When we bought our house, we bought it because we open our front door and we can see for miles.
Okay, what's something people should be asking you?
They should be asking me who I know that might be able to help them. The network of English-speaking professionals in France is quite big. I think speaking to lots of people about your whole problem is going to talk to me about how I would set up a cooking school or something like that.
Right, yeah.
I know not a lot about cooking, but I might know someone who does.
Yeah.
And so it's just having those contacts in a country you don't know, because the language barrier is sometimes a problem, and have a good conversation in your native language that is invaluable, really.
What are your predictions for the French property market in 2024?
Yeah, so I've been talking to a few agents around the show so far, and we're at the back of the curve, so to speak. So, our clients come to us once they've purchased the property or are in the process of purchasing the property. At the moment, finance has become slightly more difficult in France, and the market, from external looking in, just slowed a little bit. It just means that people are making almost better decisions.
What do people need to know about planning permissions in France?
I think the biggest thing that people need to know is that you need a permission for nearly any kind of external change to a property. If you're changing anything on a property, almost down to changing the colours of the shutter in some places,
yes, I've heard
you need some kind of permission. Whereas in the UK, there's a thing called permitted development. It doesn't exist in France.
How long does planning permission last in France?
Yeah, so much like the UK, there's a validity period to an application. Different applications have different validity periods. Very lightweight kind of outline applications will last for 18 months. More complicated applications, so full planning applications, will generally have a validity period of 3 years, and you have to have started the work inside those 3 years. Applications can be extended, generally by a year. So if you get to the end of 3 years and go, I haven't got the finances, or the budget hasn't allowed, or things have happened, which means I can't start.
Yeah.
Usually you can extend it by a year, but after that year has gone by, you then have to either reapply or forget about the project, or move on to something else.
Okay.
Yeah.